Hello, everyone. Please join me in welcoming Liz Pagel, the Senior Vice President over FinTechs at TransUnion. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to be the head of the FinTech business at TransUnion?
Yeah, so I've been at TU just shy of 7 years. Came in a strategy role in our FinTech business. So the consumer lending business covers a whole swath of things, but really focuses primarily on the FinTechs and their businesses in unsecured personal loans, investment management, now buy now, pay later. That's come to be since I started. It didn't even exist when I started here. Kind of moved my way up to leading the whole business, which was really exciting. I like to say I've been at TU for almost 7 years, 3 kids and 3 jobs. So I've started in the strategy role, then moved on to, I led our integration of a company called Factor Trust that we bought in 2017, and then moved in to run the business about 3.5 years ago. And it's been really fun. When I came straight from Boston Consulting Group, and when I saw the role had to do with the FinTechs, I just thought it would be a really exciting way to get to know that business, get to know these really innovative lenders who are leading in the industry, and to help them grow their businesses.
Excellent. Well, as you know, financial inclusion is a major strategic pillar here at TransUnion. Can you talk about how TransUnion and FinTechs collaborate to advance financial inclusion?
Yeah, so this is a really exciting thing for me, and I help with being kind of a spokesperson for financial inclusion at TransUnion as well. Super passionate about it, and I think that the FinTechs are too, which makes it really exciting to work with them. Something I've been working a lot on, the buy now, pay later industry, is fascinating. I mean, it's been one of the coolest things I've ever worked on, trying to figure out how these brand new financial instruments fit into the current credit reporting ecosystem. It was an amazing challenge because they just don't, it's like a square peg, round hole. They do not fit into the current credit report. And I worked with all kinds of super smart people trying to figure out how to make it work. And I think we've solved it, and we're actually going to make a difference and allow for consumers to get some of that data onto their credit report, which could be a huge financial inclusion opportunity for somebody to be able to get some more credit history by making small purchases and paying them back effectively over time. So things like that, and showing my passion for this data and how it could really change people's lives, I think telling those stories is really powerful.
Excellent. One of the competitive advantages of FinTechs has been their use of data and analytics. In light of the current environment, what do you think FinTechs should be doing to rethink their strategies and approach to the market?
Certainly time to look at their models again. So these models, some of them have been in play for many years, and we had the pandemic, which was an incredibly unusual period of time, with not necessarily having to make payments on mortgages and delinquencies not getting reported. So that was a really unusual point in time. And since then, we've kind of normalized and gone back to the normal world a little bit. And I think it's time for lenders to go back, look at those models, take some of that post-pandemic data and recalibrate and look at the consumer. I think that trended data is even more important than it used to be. So trended data is when you think about how a consumer's doing over time. Are they going up? Are they improving? Are they declining? Have they stayed steady for many years? All of those are different risk signals. And as you see, we had a gap in time where we really didn't have delinquencies. Delinquency maybe is not the most powerful variable anymore. It might still be, depending on your model, but they really need to look at it and see if they can pull in other types of data to make those models more powerful.
Excellent. Well, as you look around the industry and at FinTechs in specific, you can't help but notice that they're lagging in gender diversity goals in general. What do you like working about the FinTech space, and how do you think FinTechs can attract more females and advance their gender diversity?
First, I think it's improving. I think it's better than it was when I joined the industry. So we work a lot with the chief risk officers of FinTechs, and I spend a lot of time talking to the people in analytics and the people that are leading the FinTech businesses. And it used to be when I started, there were no women that I was talking to when I was talking to the head of those businesses. Now there's more and more. We are seeing a couple of different companies that are led by women, some that have their risk organizations led by women. And that diversity around the table and the diversities at the conferences that I go to are beginning to change. We're beginning to see more women in some of those powerful roles in FinTech.
Absolutely. It's such a different financial services world these days.
Yeah.
And in that light, how has TransUnion helped empower you and other women to grow and lead and become successful in your careers?
Yeah, I think it's a Great question, and something I'm really thankful to have been at TU for all these years. I've been here through having 3 kids, which is a lot, and a really busy part of my life where my personal responsibilities have changed. But TU's been really supportive. I have advanced despite being pregnant sometimes when I got promoted. And I think that women have to understand that that shouldn't hold them back, and it doesn't need to. And despite my responsibilities at home, I'm able to grow my career here with a lot of support. And I think that everyone at TU values the perspective that a diverse group of leaders brings. And my voice is heard, especially when it's a different voice than some of the other voices that are in the room. And I think that's really powerful. So I see it across the business when we're building strategies to when we're doing performance evaluations.
That's great, Liz. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you today. And thank you again for everything you do for our customers and for TransUnion.
Thanks, Steve.